It has once again came to our attention that a concerted effort is being made by OFMDFM. In other words, with Sinn Féin IRA in the office of the First and Deputy First Minister. Now, I don't believe that the other party is involved with it, but at the same time, I do believe there is people within the OFMDFM are turning a blind eye. Because of what's going on in Libya, and we still don't know what will happen in Libya, and what comes first and foremost in Libya is justice. And we always made that clear. We stood by the people in Libya, irrespective of the compensation claim. Compensation is still an issue, but justice comes first and foremost for the Libyan people as well as ourselves. The Shinners want rid of us. They're trying to get us out of the equation so they can hold their parades with the gunmen walking up the road wearing their military uniform and carrying their coffins draped in the tricolours and wearing the berets, because the only people who are raising it is the innocent victims who were butchered at the hands of these people in South Armagh. They know that I've done well for a while, and they've continually tried to hammer this organisation while I have, let's say, not been at my full strength. At the same time, funders who are led by people who operate on the southern side of the border, who are being controlled by OFMDFM, and we would show the emails, some of them that came to us by mistake, although we still have some friends, let's say, in places that some of them make them think of. Emails that came to us in mistake, where they were pushing the police to try and get them to find something. Now, they've come back to us here again. After all that, after us being cleared by audits, after us being cleared by police, they've come back again, and they're in the process of holding up our funding again. Why? Because they think they can destroy the victims in South Armagh. You will not destroy us. We fought this for 40 odd years with the help of nobody. And if we have to stand against this again, we will. I'm only after coming through a major operation, and I'm not here looking glory with it. Because the victims need help, I've been in here, and with a heart and a hand, and it actually does me good. The wife says this is the only way I get any type of relief is coming in and doing stuff for victims. I have a hole in me about 4 inches long, and I don't know how wide it is, and I have 2 or 3 other holes where they cut me. What am I to do? Go down and stand outside the funders to protest? But I'm going down to the funders, I'm going to the OFMDFM, and if I end up unwell, the responsibility will lie with OFMDFM, that department, and the members within the OFMDFM. There's 3 individuals who is mostly behind this, and we will name them and shame them, because it's not Willie Fraser they're persecuting. They're persecuting the wee woman who's going blind. The only help she was getting was the help we were giving her by taking her out of the house, taking her to meetings, taking her to meet other people. The only help that woman got in 40 years came from this organisation, and the funders are doing everything they can to take it away from that wee woman, or the other woman who's dying of cancer, who has very few family friends because her husband was killed, and her other relations have moved away to another part of the world. The funders are trying to stop that as well. Well, let me tell you this. They couldn't do it with an AK-47. They will certainly not do it with the pound note. The pound note never hurt us. You can give it to the provies in South Armagh. You give them everything else. You give them a free run. You've allowed them to butcher us for 40 odd years, and now you're giving them the money so that they can write the history in this part of the world. Well, you can do it, but I can assure you this, we will write our history as well, and we will not be intimidated by people, lowlifes, who are sitting up at Stormont trying to decide the future for people who have suffered for 40 odd years, who they couldn't give 2 stuffs about. I am cross how these people are being allowed to get out of this. It is another and total sham. The other thing I'd like to make clear here, I know people are continually told that there's large amounts of money going into victims. Well, let me tell you this. We come from one of the worst affected areas of Northern Ireland, with the biggest victims organisation in Northern Ireland. We're not getting funded it. A lot of it is done by the goodwill of people out there who want to help the victims. But when you're up against a machine that is fully funded and well oiled, that the Provies have, which is funded by EU money. You seen what happened in South Armagh with that centre? That's where your money's going. That is where the money for the victims is going. To organisations like that. Okay, the Unionist community, some of them are getting small drips and drabs, and there was one organisation who was seen to be the blue-eyed organisation, was getting money through at it hand over fist. And we seen what happened there. But the genuine unionist, innocent victims groups are not getting the money that they're talking about. They're talking about millions going into the victim sector. I'll sit down and debate with every one of the MLAs or politicians, and we'll see who wins the argument about where the money's going. The money is going to the Provies. The money is going to the Republican movement. It is not, and I say again, it is not coming to the innocent victims, except in drips and drabs.